All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a brand new AI tool from Google that could totally change the game for how we create. It's called Nano Banana 2, and honestly, it's designed to solve one of the biggest headaches for anyone who's ever tried to make images with AI. You know the feeling, right? It's the choice every creator has to make. Do you want your image in just a few seconds so you can play around with ideas and iterate like crazy? Or are you willing to wait, sometimes for ages, to get that absolutely stunning, professional grade result? It's always been a trade-off. I mean, there are really two totally different mindsets. On one side, you've got speed, perfect for quick drafts, for just getting ideas out of your head as fast as possible. But on the other side, you have that incredible detail, that high fidelity that just makes an image pop. The problem? The long waits can absolutely kill your creative flow. But what if that compromise was just over? Well, that's where Nano Banana 2 comes in. Let's get into what this thing is all about. Okay, so what is Nano Banana 2? At its core, it's a new model that's built to give you the best of both worlds. Think of it like this. They took the incredible image quality from their top-tier Pro model and matched it together with the ridiculous, almost instant speed of their Flash model. And just to be super clear here, this isn't just, a slightly faster high-quality model or a slightly better-looking fast one. The entire goal is to deliver professional-level results at the speed you'd expect for a rough draft. That right there is the core promise. So what does this actually let you do? Let's take a look at how this tech gives you some brand new creative abilities, or as I like to think of them, your new superpowers. First up is what they're calling advanced world knowledge. See, Nano Banana 2 isn't just pulling from some static old library of images. It's actually connected to Google's massive knowledge base and can tap into real-time web search data. That means if you ask for something super specific, like a diagram of a cell or an infographic with current stats, it can actually get it right. And it's not just about facts, it's also about text. Now, if you've ever used these tools, you know the struggle is real. Getting clear, readable text that actually looks like it belongs in the image has been a nightmare. But this model is designed to handle prompts exactly like this one, creating signs and slogans that are just seamlessly part of the scene. And then it takes that a step further. It can translate and localize text, too. Just imagine you're running a marketing campaign. You could instantly generate versions of your ads with text in different languages, all perfectly styled for each picture. For anyone creating global content, that is a huge deal. Okay, this next one is a massive breakthrough. Anyone who's tried to tell a story with AI images knows this pain. Your character's face, their clothes, it all changes from one frame to the next. We'll get this. Nano Banana 2 can keep up to 5 distinct characters consistent across a whole series of images. This is a total game changer for things like storyboarding. You can now create a whole sequence where your character goes on a journey, and they'll actually look like the same person from start to finish. And by the way, this consistency also works for up to 14 different objects, which is just a huge leap forward for telling any kind of story. And on top of all that, the model is built to actually listen to you. If you've got a really complex, specific idea in your head, you can describe it in the prompt and it will work to capture exactly what you meant, instead of just going off on its own wild creative tangent. Unless, of course, that's what you want it to do. And the images you get out of it, they're ready for prime time. They're sharp, they support all kinds of aspect ratios and resolutions, going all the way up to 4K. So whether you need a quick image for a social post or a huge high-res background for a presentation, the quality is there. Okay, so this all sounds amazing, but where can you actually use it? Let's take a quick look at how Google is rolling this out to everyone. The short answer is pretty much everywhere in the Google ecosystem. It's getting baked into the stuff you use every day, like the Gemini app, Google Search, and Google Lens. For developers, it's available in AI Studio and Google Cloud. And for creators using Google's tool Flow, it's now the default model and it won't cost you any extra credits. It's even popping up in Google Ads. They are rolling this out far and wide. So let's just zoom out for a second. What does all of this really mean for how we create things? What's the big takeaway here? Here's the bottom line. That gap between speed and quality, it's closing, and it's closing fast. The barrier between having an idea pop into your head and seeing a high-quality, ready-to-use version of it is just dissolving. We're really getting closer to a world where you can create at the speed of thought. And that kind of leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. When the tool isn't the slow part anymore, when the only real limit is the scope of your own imagination, what's the first thing you're going to create?